we are a 3,500 person strong organization, fully staffed. However, we're not always fully staffed. We're a dynamic organization. In that sense, we refer to ourselves as a business of businesses. We are an insurance company. We're a bank. We're also a travel organization. We are retail with over 70 locations throughout a 6-state footprint. And then last, but certainly not least, we are what most of you all think of. We're an emergency response roadside assistance organization serving over 6.3 million members. And it's a pleasure to serve this organization. And we're mission driven with a lot of purposeful work. So given the Great Resignation, it's been definitely a challenge here at AAA Northeast. Making sense of that first, I would say we're 80% non-exempt, 20% exempt. We've had a lot of challenge with the talent market in finding drivers. So again, we're an emergency roadside assistance organization. We rely on drivers to respond to our members and customers. And of course, the whole world needs drivers. So it's really put a lot of pressure on us to ensure that we have a very strong employee value proposition. So it's important for us that we are competitive in our pay, we are competitive in our benefits, and that we ensure a wonderful employee experience from pre-hire all the way to retire. So that's what our work has been largely, in many ways, doing many things, but largely our work has been ensuring that our employee value proposition is very strong and that it's one that resonates with many people, encouraging them to express interest in others. So the development of our employees is utmost important to us. Recently, we crafted with my leadership team our first organization's talent strategy, and it is from bottom to top. We have a large entry-level workforce. We do have a fair amount of turnover, so it's high volume hiring. We actually invited 1,000 new associates within AAA or to AAA last year. So with that said, is a lot of responsibility to offer development for that entry-level workforce. They come here wanting to learn, wanting to grow, and it's important for us to provide them a career path that allows them the opportunity to be more autonomous, earn more money, be a better provider for themselves and for their families. So that's very important to us. So last year we invited interested associates to join our pilot program called Career Exploration. It is a pilot program specifically for our entry-level associates, and it is an investment in them. Those that are doing their jobs well, earned a good reputation in their first year, and with that reputation, we invite them to invest in themselves. We're teaching them how to craft an internal resume. We're teaching them more about themselves in the way of predictive index. We're helping them to increase their level of acumen around interviewing skills. We're introducing them to the various business units within our organization that helps inform them about the opportunities that they can express interest in as they grow their career and look to navigate our organization. We're actually in our second cohort. It's been a great success, and we've got wonderful feedback about how an employee can navigate this organization and grow their career. So our workforce is, as I said earlier, about 3,500 associates fully staffed, and about 800 are call center professionals. At the beginning of the pandemic, we were challenged from a technology and philosophical standpoint to think, how can we engage our workforce and how can we enable our workforce, call center specifically, to be productive working completely from home? This workforce hadn't really had the opportunity to work a flexible work arrangement with our organization as a few others had. But we rose to the challenge, and thanks to our IT department, we found the technology, and working with our learning department, we enabled the learning investment so that we could send our call center associates home and work productively in serving our members and our customers. It was quite a challenge. And today we find ourselves offering our call center employees a variety of relationship with AAA Northeast. Certainly, if they want to work within our offices, they are able to do so. If they want to work some in, some out, a hybrid relationship, we afford that opportunity as well. And of course, allowing them, if it's still their choice, to work completely from home. About 80% of our call center associates have chosen to work completely from home. And again, we're continuing that investment both technologically and also from a learning and development perspective, enabling them to do so. The positive impact is in many areas, including engagement that has kept them employed at AAA Northeast. It allows them the flexibility that they need in their lives. And it's been a win-win. We have enjoyed increasing our retention of our call center employees by offering them that flexibility, and they have returned the favor by increasing their level of service to our members. So the level of satisfaction that we've been able to measure in enabling our workforce to have choice of relationship with us, whether it's in-person, hybrid, or fully remote, has been a win and a tremendous success at our AAA. So we do conduct exit interviews of all of our employees who have chosen to leave us. And we do take the time, of course, to work with that data. And, in working with that exit data, specifically, in our higher turnover departments, such as call center and fleet, we've learned a couple things. One, specific to training. There are some occasions when a person has given us feedback that they really just needed a little bit more time in the training and a little bit more support. So as a result of that information, we've made some investments with our organization's supervisory staff within call center to bring about a better investment in coaching competency. We really want to make sure that we're catching people doing the right thing versus catching a person, not doing the right thing. So really flipping that dynamic. So yeah, we've made some investment with our supervisory staff to improve coaching skills. And we pride ourselves on being a globally recognized leader in learning and development. And we want to be able to leverage that acumen, that accomplishment, and be confident that we've trained people to know what to do most of the time, and that the supervisor's responsibility is to help to coach the 1 or 2 or 3 areas that they're needing some help. So we're hoping that this investment in coaching skill will reduce the amount of turnover, increase the level of confidence of our call center associate, and help them to stay in an increasing manner. Yeah, I would say that we're having this conversation today at the end of our first week in our quote unquote return to the workplace. With our workforce, we've allowed choice. So we have about 1/3 of our employees that have chosen to be fully remote. We have 1/3 of our employees that are working in a hybrid relationship. And given the nature of our work, we have the final 1/3 of our employees that are customer facing, and they've never really left being customer facing throughout the pandemic. So that said, it's a week of learning, and we're settling into it. I would say that the challenge is when you're inviting your hybrid workforce back to the workplace, you really have to ensure that you are using their time to be valued in a way that their work is being done here in the office differently than it is or was at home. So we've adopted a philosophy of the 3 C's. So when you have your hybrid workforce in the office, it should be for reasons of creation. So I say the 3 C's: create, collaborate, and celebrate. So we want to make sure that when you're in, we're brainstorming, we're meeting together, and we're working on strategies, for an example. And we are collaborating. So we're bringing people together. Arguably, you could do things, certainly, and we have done things from home, but we think in a collaborative way, we're better together. And last, celebrate. We do want to be able to recognize while we're together. We've celebrated many holidays apart. We did accomplish that, but we're confident that it's going to be more impactful, more fun together. So yes, we've adopted the 3 C's: create, collaborate, and celebrate. So it's important for leaders to be mindful that you need to adopt that philosophy in your approach to work with your hybrid workforce as you invite them.